Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky Bus. It is, I believe, the 21st of October, 2021. Haven't done one in God knows how long, but I haven't been out. I've been actually doing other things. I've been on other people's broadcasts. I did one a week and a half ago with this really, I don't know. I know no other word. This idiot. His name is Marcus Cage, and I put a link at the bottom so you can watch it. It's long. It's about 2 hours long. The reason I did that is I went once. I was watching once my buddy DJ Elf7, and he was talking something about Israel. And I said, "Oh, be careful! I'll debate you on Israel." And then this idiot Marcus Cage writes. Comment on my comment saying, "Oh, I'll debate you on Israel." So I tried, and of course he ignored me for a long time because he knew he'd get his ass kicked, which he did. I mean, it was so bad. He cut me off at the end, and first he brought in his friend to moderate the debate. We're debating Israel, and the moderator, his friend, doesn't believe that Israel has the right to exist. That's the moderator, and then it's. And then in the end, when he was just getting his ass kicked, he just cut me off and went on with his friend. And, of course, I couldn't respond then, but that's how big a loser he is. But to get back to that, when I look at these idiots and, we laugh at them, but there's a price for their stupidity. And what I mean by the price for stupidity is, they claim to care about the Palestinians. Great, right? But when 4,000 Palestinians are killed in the Yarmouk refugee camp, they don't say anything because they've been so brainwashed to just focus on Israel and nothing else. So when the real atrocities happen, and remember, in Syria, 500,000 people were murdered. And a lot of these idiots will defend Assad. Assad is a mass murderer. So is Putin. Why? Because Jimmy Dore does. Because Abby Martin does. Well, guess who's paying Jimmy Dore and Abby Martin? They're on the payroll of Syria and Iran and Russia. And they point at Israel. Why? To deflect. That's what anti-Semitism is. It's a deflection. It's a distraction. Okay? That's what it's been used for. And these people are so stupid that, on one hand they mean well, but if you're going to be that stupid and so gullible, it's really bad. It's really bad. And also I want to say, and like my friend does this, DJ, he always defends Julian Assange. 2020, we had a record number of journalists in jail. So, of course, they're going to put out Julian Assange to distract you from that. And who are some of the worst culprits? Russia, Syria, Iran, China. China's the worst, right? But that's who pays these idiots. And that's why they get so easily distracted. And it's too bad because if they could think for themselves, they would focus on the important things, the real atrocities, real tragedies that happen, and not be so easily swayed, in this direction. It's not, and of course when I argue with them, you're a Zionist and all this. I'm not worried about Israel. I'm not worried about Israel. We survived Hitler. We can survive simpletons like these idiots, like Marcus Cage, who knows nothing about, oh my God. I don't know if you want to sit there for 2 hours, 2.5 hours watching it, but, it's funny. It's entertaining, I think. I don't think, he doesn't mean for it to be entertaining, but whatever. So I just wanted to go and talk about that their stupidity doesn't come without a price. The price is that the real atrocities are neglected. I just sat here now, watched again the idiotic movie 7 Days in Entebbe. The same thing. Well, if only Israel would negotiate. If only Israel would negotiate. Like Israel hasn't offered them everything, and they always say, no, we're going to kill every last one of you. How do you negotiate with that? Anyhow, that's what I want to talk about. I am going to start doing more of these. there aren't a lot to talk about, and I've just been neglecting it. I've just been, kind of jaded by, I watch the Democrats and how they're just doing nothing basically, and people say, oh, they're do nothing, they're going to lose the midterm. Well, the idea is to lose the midterm, and then they have an excuse not to do nothing. Now they have no excuse other than they're the Democrats, and well, Manchin, he's from a conservative state. No, he's from a poor state. The reason Democrats aren't doing anything has nothing to do with Joe Manchin and West Virginia. The reason they're not doing anything is because they get money from the same billion as the Republicans get money for. That's the problem we have, and really nothing's being done about it. And there's no opposition. Certainly, like I said, the idiots online are so easily, they're like a cat. I mean, that's you can throw a fur ball or whatever. They're so easy to distract. It's bad. It's pathetic, and there's no recourse. Anyhow, that's it. That's my rant. I had to get it out. I'll put the video of me debating the guy, and it wasn't a debate because he knows nothing about the subject matter. And unfortunately, he didn't want to learn. I mean, at least if he'd listen, he'd learn, but he got flustered. And how dare anybody say that Israel isn't the most evil country on earth? Because, hey, you know what? Everyone online told him that. He's even quoting the Washington Post. Okay, all right. Watch it. It's funny, and that's it. Even believes that America has paid Holocaust reparations. That's how stupid this guy is. Anyhow, that's it. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Please subscribe. Tell me what you think. And Trotsky's out.